Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode of our Glory Hunter series. We are aiming towards the business end of Season 8. We've played some games, we're going to show you some progress we've made, and we'll show you some goals as well. So after the last game, as you will have seen, we played Alves. We won that game 4-1. We then faced Lleida Esportiu, I think it is, in the Copa del Rey. They are, of course, a sort of non-league equivalent kind of team. We rotated the squad quite heavily, and we've come home with a 3-0 win. We'll show you the goals, of course, as always. Start with Ruben Diaz. As we see, Jose Manuel picks up the loose ball, goes back to Galindo as he makes a break down the line, crosses the ball over, and Diaz is there to fire in the opener. In the 30th minute, then Diaz turns provider as he whips it across to the back post, and Obina is there to head home. And in the 70th minute, Pablo Barrios fires in a penalty. That took us then into a quarter-final game in the Copa del Rey against Levante. Again, we were away from home. As you'll see, we've come back with a 3-1 victory here. We did feel obviously a much stronger side. Levante are a very good team, and obviously I think they are in La Liga this season. I think we've played them already. As we see, as the cross comes in here for the home side, comes back out to, I think it's Larucci, and he opens the scoring. Just before half time, we get back in it as Sutulo finds Mason Woods with the pass. He finds Oved, and Oved fires it in the equaliser. Just after the restart, we see Oved involved again as he turns on a pass from Naipan to head the score, to take us into the lead, and then Benjamin Sesko scores a 55th minute penalty to give us a 3-1 win. That took us then into a semi-final against Real Sociedad, who surprisingly beat Barcelona 1-0 in the quarter-final. As we see here, Benjamin Sesko giving us the lead in the 56th minute. We do have the second leg of the semi-final course coming up in a couple of games' time, but we do take a 1-0 advantage into that game. As we see, a long pass forward here to Sesko as he cuts inside, goes one-on-one and puts it in the far corner, sending the keeper the wrong way. In the other game, Real Madrid have beaten Kiev 9-1 actually on aggregate. They won 2-0, 2-1 in one game and 7-0 in the first leg. Back in La Liga action, we then faced Osasuna. Rotating the squad a little bit, we knew we had the second leg of the Champions League game against AC Milan coming up. We'll show you the goals from the first leg in just a moment. As you see, we've come back here with a 2-0 win against Osasuna. Piccoli in for Sesko to give him a little bit of rest, finds Oved. It's a lovely return pass from Oved over the top. Piccoli beats the offside trap to score the opener. And then in the 62nd minute, as you see, Nga plays the ball back to Jose Manuel and absolutely fires the ball in from the edge of the box. In the first leg of the semi-final, in the first leg of the playoff round against AC Milan, we got off to a good start. We do have a 2-0 advantage going into the home leg, which is, of course, the second leg. We decided to put in David on the left wing to give Red a little bit of a rest. Started off the game very well, scored the opening goal in the 9th minute. As we'll see here, Bacetic turns the ball out to Manuel. He turns a through ball into David. His shot does take a deflection. It was going the opposite way, and it looks like Vicario in goal there. As David then turns provider to a certain extent, his cross in the back post cleared at the back post, and Jose Manuel with an absolute thunderbolt of a goal to give us a 2-0 lead. It is Vicario, formerly of Spurs. How much did they pay him? 31 million they paid for Vicario. It's a little bit surprising. It's a little bit cheaper than I would have expected. But we go into the second leg against AC Milan with a 2-0 advantage. David, of course, suspended for this game. Not really something we're concerned about right now. As we bring in Galindo in on the bench. We do have Bacetic carrying a little bit of an injury, so we're going to bring Samu in for defensive midfield. Other than that, we are pretty much a full-strength squad. The next game we have is against Real Oviedo. I do want to kind of give a rest to some players. Give a rest to Shitalo. We'll bring in Obina at centre back. And of course, we're changing Samu in for Bacetic. Other than that, we're going to stick with the strongest team we can at the minute, which is our more or less a full strength squad. as we look to make this advantage count. I want you to pick up where you left off last time out. AC Milan with a very strong squad. Of course, Ibrahima Bamba, a player I brought to Newcastle, who has gone on to AC Milan from there. It is a player I was looking to bring to Inter Milan. It was a player I was considering bringing here to Atletico Madrid as well, but the price tag on his head was just far too much. I can hope my relationship with him may have swung things a little bit, but the price tag that Newcastle were looking for was just too much, and I couldn't justify paying the money to bring him in. That being said, I've paid 83 million for a wonderkid midfielder, but it is what it is. As Joachim Knight takes a throw in on the right hand side, we're 7 minutes into the game. His cross is cut out. Rafael Leao and Dedic deal with it, but it comes back to Woods, who finds Oved. He gets a little bit of nutmeg there on Kalulu, somewhat accidentally it seems. Naipan can't find the target. Milan playing in their change sort of pinkish kit. It's a bit of a sort of a gradient fade. It's like a greyish kind of pink really. As Oved and Amariev combine with Samu, Van de Ven brings the ball forward. He's getting spaced around. He finds the ball in the Oved, but his shot goes wide. Samu not having a great game. We do have a 2-goal advantage, of course. Again, it's not, if we win them, we go through, then great. I'm just noticing Kai Havertz is playing in midfield for AC Milan. What else they have on the bench? We have some good players. They have Reece Nelson on the bench. Amateur, right? Amaria takes a throw in. They also have Kolo Muani. I didn't realise they had him. Zingano now gets away from his man. Cuts inside Dedic. Ball's cleared, but only as far as Oved. Gets the ball across the line. He's cutting it back. Ball's cleared by Tiao. Bina now bringing the ball forward. We're doing very well here. The cross is cut out. And Obina receives the loose ball. Finds Joachim Knight. There's a lovely through ball to Nga. Picks up on the loose ball. He's having a go, but he's dragged it wide. Van de Ven now looks for Woods in central midfield. Looks to find Nga. Goes back to Knight. Looks for Samu. It's a lovely through ball into Oved. It's offside anyway, but it looked like it hit the 2 posts there. 3 players on bookings now. It's a little concerning at the minute, but we'll just keep a little eye on that. Van de Ven, Maria, Samu. Don't really have a defense. Well, we could drop Mason Woods back in there. As Bamba cuts out the ball, finds Havertz, goes back to Koulibaly, back to Bamba again. Bamba finds Toa, finds Havertz, but the ball's cut out. Knight's now making he's trying to shoot from there, I'm not sure why. Van de Ven and Maria deal with it. There's a lovely through ball in the Sesko, and there's a good save from Vicario, but Sesko's offside. Van de Ven playing really well, actually. Naipan not having a great game. I need to drag him out. Mason Woods is having a very good game, though, which is pleasing. We might bring in Jose Manuel, because he's done very well for us, and he scored a few goals in the last couple of games. I think Naipan, your day is done. I'll bring you in here. I might drop Woods in here and bring in Barrios. I might bring in Farina. I think Farina is carrying a yellow card. Actually, maybe I will bring him in. Maybe I'll just make these 2 changes for now. Keep a little eye on Van de Ven. Something's happened here. Joachim Knight has received a booking now as well. Guy is struggling on fitness. May need to make a change there. Might bring in Dominic on the right wing. Bring in Palma for Obina, because Van de Ven is having a very good game. Leaves me with 1 sub left. We'll not do anything just yet. I might just keep a little eye on Sesko as well. or Oved, who's struggling, as Dominic now makes a run out the right-hand side. And I have the sneeze. Pardon me. Pardon me. As it comes to Barrios, from distance, 6th goal of the season. All that's going on while I'm trying to sneeze. Dominic plays the ball square here, comes to Oved, touches it back to Barrios, plays it to Knight, back to Woods, plays the Barrios again, and from the edge of the D, fires home, and Vicario can't get into the corner. So we will make another little change here. Oved, we'll bring you out. We'll bring in Diaz on the left. He can't even play there, can he? Not at all. Is that the change I want to make? Kind of is. Yeah, let's do it. Oved now gets up the left hand side, comes back to Amaria, looking for Knight. He's having a go. Vicario saves. Dominic now receives the throw in from Knight. Knight can't get it back to him. Tomori brings it out. And the ball is cleared up to Havertz. Rafael now. Looks to go back to Tomori. Gets it back again. Really finds Liao. The ball comes back to Liao on the wing. Comes back to Travado. There's a very good block actually in there. Not sure who that was, but it comes to a corner. A little over 10 minutes to go plus stoppage. Van de Ven clears the header at the front post. Comes back to Travado. Looks to the right for, I'm not sure who that is. Palma clears. Cleared by Manuel. Finds Dominic. Looks left for Deuce. Deuce is looking to get up the line. Does very well here. This pass in the middle, just can't find the man. But it does look like we're going to go through. Liverpool currently 5-1 up against Benfica in the other game. Jose Manuel finds Barrios. He makes a run to the touchline. Gets a deep cross into the back post. Ruben Diaz, I should say, is there to head home. It's a very nice finish. It's a lovely bit of play by Barrios here. Gets up the byline. Looks like he's going to cut back. He's kind of outnumbered by two men there. Drops his shoulder, makes a turn, chips the ball into the back post. Diaz is there to head home to make it 2-0. So 4-0 on aggregate. I think it's fair to say we're going to go through at this stage. Liverpool now 5-2 against Benfica. Benfica have pulled a goal back. And that is full time. We are into the next round. Very happy with the result and the way you played. Pleasing to see. Real Madrid have drawn 2-2 with Kiev in the other game, in the other semi-final of the Copa del Rey, but they still have that 7-0 advantage from the home leg. So that is us through the playoff round. 8.23 million in the bank. When is the draw? Where is the schedule? So what date are we on today? Is the 26th. We'll just skip forward until game. Rodolfo Diaz is a decent player. I would like to keep him on my shortlist. Probably not for Atletico. But that's fine. Let's give all the guys a little bit of a rest for, what do we say, 1 day, 2 days? We're at 8 AM. We'll give them 2 days rest. Oh, Treven. Oh, that's because he can't go in there. Give the guys 2 days rest before we face bottom club Real Oviedo. Can't remember. Oviedo, yeah. So we'll get the Champions League draw. There are a couple of games still wrapping up. We're not sure how those games are going at the minute. And round of 16 draw. Here we go. So, Lyon will face my old club, Borussia Dortmund. Napoli will face Juventus. That'll be an interesting game. Wolfsburg will take on Newcastle, another one of my former clubs. Liverpool will face Club Brugge. Rayo Vallecano will face Real Madrid. That'll be an interesting game. We are at home in the first leg against Inter Milan, my former employers yet again. Lazio will take on Barcelona, and the final game sees Arsenal take on Man City, which will be another interesting game actually. So there we go. In the round of 16, we will face one of my former clubs in Inter Milan. We have played them 4 times already. We have won 1, lost 1, and drawn 2. So it's a very even split kind of history we have here. Okay. So there we have it. We will face Inter Milan then in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Of course, if we get through that, we'll go into the quarterfinals and we'll see how we go. But as mentioned before, it's not a competition really that we're overly concerned about. I don't care if we win it or not. It would be nice, of course. Obviously, yes, it would be nice to win it, but it's not a priority. So that wraps it up for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please, of course, leave your comments below. In the next episode, we will bring you goals from the games against Real Oviedo, Inter Milan, in the 2 legs in the Champions League, Rayo Vallecano, Eibar. We have the second leg of the semi-final of the Copa del Rey, and then really what could be a massive 6-pointer kind of game against Real Madrid. We could dent their title charge a little bit. Although we are 2 games behind Barcelona, we have a huge 12-point disadvantage here. We are 7 points behind Real Madrid. Hopefully we can win the games in between here. Maybe put them under a bit of pressure. We might finish second, even in the league. I'm definitely ruling out a title charge, a title challenge for now. We do face Barcelona in the final month, but I don't think we've got enough to go on in La Liga. So that is it for this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. As mentioned, please leave your comments below. We would love to hear your feedback. We will move into the next episode. We will bring in the goals and the game against Real Madrid. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us to grow. It helps us to bring you more videos like this. Please also leave a like and share the video as well. And please do leave a comment. We would love to hear your feedback also. That's it for now. You can watch one of these recommended videos, but we will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.